Hey everyone, hope everything's going well. I was sent this by one of my followers. He's involved in sports cards and also in comics. And normally I don't cover comic hanky panky, what's going on there, but this was a different situation. And now that PSA is going to be grading comic books, I think that this should be covered. And also, one of the alleged scammers is Daisy, and it makes us look bad. So when I see something like this, I'm like, yo, this is not good. Stop making my peeps look bad. And I'm going to cover this and I'm going to look at what this guy has, Christian Colon, the Chrome Society. And this was what he posted a few weeks ago, the Superman #1. It's a nice comic book. It is restored. Now, I get it. Comic books are different than sports cards, where this is an approved practice and they do all of that restoration. And PSA is also doing that. I mean, it's different than sports cards. Sports cards, there's a huge debate over that. I'm not going to get into that. But he was looking for buyers and eventually he found a buyer, but there's some hankus pankus going on. A week ago, it's by Chrome Society again, Christian. A week ago, I made a deal without knowing about the person's reputation for Superman #2, which he got today and signed for and wants to claim he did not by talking to PayPal. Pictures show signed and delivered to same individual. Through the deal, I've been in communication until today when it was delivered and still doesn't want to accept he signed for it, and the actual tracking shows it. By the way, shipping was $350 to his UK home, which he intended for me and my partner to reimburse because it wasn't delivered on the UPS estimated day of delivery. All right. And beware of dealing with Akshay Bandani. Okay. That's what it says. And then eventually a new post that he had. So now a certified Photoshop creator, the person, if you can call it, wants to cover his tracks by putting a fake UPS delivered notice stating that he got it today. Avoid this person like the plague, dangerous scammer with no ethics whatsoever. In other words, he's showing a resealed box to show his lies. You can see that the tape is not the original one put on the box, and for sure, it is not customs tape. Please let's share with the community and make him famous for all the wrong reasons. His IG accounts are Silver Age Comics UK and AJ Magic 52. Now, I did reach out to Christian. He gave me, some information out there. And this guy, I did contact him and he said that it said that it was delivered on UPS, but he didn't get it. And then it said that, oh, UPS then showed it was delivered. Well, I've had one situation and I've asked this one individual, not one individual, I've had a situation where UPS sent or FedEx, they sent the wrong item or they sent the item to my house rather than my neighbor. My neighbor was really pissed off. He complained to the management. Management came to me and I said, "Hey, I gave it to my neighbor." And they said that, well, you know, they did, the GPS tracking and GPS tracking came to my house. I said, "Hey, look, I gave it to him." And after all of that, he just wanted to send a message to UPS that, hey, don't mess up. Now, there could be instances where this individual did not get the correct item or didn't get the item from UPS. However, I doubt it. And the reason why I doubt it, and why I'm pointing this out, is because there's a lot of things about this Silver Age Comics guy, right? This dude. and it's all over the interwebs. Okay. This guy's name is Marvel DC Comics. Everyone beware. For the first time I started on IG, I unfortunately need to go public with something. Many of you have been aware of issues with Silver Age Comics UK because many reputable accounts on IG have made posts regarding this person. So this is not just the first time we are seeing this, okay? Recently, a customer purchased an ASM1 from me and advised me that the funds were sent over from Silver Age Comics UK, which they are friends with. I thought this was very strange that someone would still want to be on this person's side considering that all of this has happened. I did see some payments by PayPal account, so I shipped the book to the address I was given. The morning I wake up to a message from PayPal saying a case has been opened and the funds were taken back after I already withdrew them from my PayPal account, resulting in my account being negative 5665. Okay, what I want to comment is when you're doing a transaction, make sure to not withdraw the funds until you know for a fact, like a week, 2 weeks out, that it's been taken care of. And for a large sum of money, that's what I would do. But let's go to this. Regardless, this shouldn't have happened to begin with. I've immediately intercepted the package and hopeful I caught it in time. I advise a person who trusted Silver Age Comics UK they need to reimburse the negative funds immediately and waiting for a response. If they do not respond, I will be going public with their account handle as well. What I ask everyone who follows me to block this guy or whatever handle it goes by. His name is Akshay. Given the amount, this is a serious criminal charge and will be handled as such if not remediated today. Now, it was eventually taken care of. However, just I'm seeing this over and over again. I have like more instances where this dude has done the hanky panky. I'm seeing comments all over here, right? This person is huge in comics. She says, I remember now this account has been scamming people since ever I recall posting about and blocking it a while ago after seeing multiple issues on UK comics Facebook groups. Right, this dude has been banned, from my understanding, from different Facebook groups. Okay, and the reason why I want to once again bring this up is like this dude, Chrome Society, he also looks at sports cards like me. And I am interested in comic books too down the road. I'm not like a avid guy like Neo cards and comics, but this is something eventually I will be buying more of. I have a few comic books in my PC. Now, once if we get into a new market, there's going to be a lot of hankus pankus that we have to watch out for. And a lot of people had told me that they don't want to cover it because they live abroad. And, you know, if you're in the UK, you don't have the First Amendment. And in the United States, despite the problems that we have here, you still have the First Amendment. You could call out all this nonsense. And it needs to be called out. There needs to be accountability. I did reach out to the Silver Age guy comics, but he said he denied it. And I showed him all the information that I was sent about him. And it's not just one, it's like multiple. If it was just one instance, and this was the only case, I would not cover this. But there's just so many out there. And for those that don't follow sports cards, there was a scammer called Card Porn. He called himself the hobby watchdog, and he did all sorts of crazy things, all sorts of scams, and used his platform to call out other scammers while he was doing the scams. He eventually got busted because Darren Rovell called him out, and then it was just a Pandora's box. You need to keep the hobby honest with this. And unfortunately, a lot of people can't speak up because of many consequences. Right? Screenshot that I was sent. This guy's still active, just caught him in a Canadian group. Admins booted him. Screenshot 1. Screenshot 2. Akshay Bendani is at it again, selling books he doesn't own. This is October of 2021. And since he has been banned in many groups, he has created a few different profiles, Jerome Smith and AK Smith. So the other thing could be like he's a consigner, I guess. But they claim they are business partners, but both of the profiles don't have real human beings, just profile photos of cartoons, and he failed to change the birthday to something other than his own. When asked of different photos of any of the collections, he's unable to post the photos because he doesn't own the books. He doesn't get permission of the owners to sell the books under consignment. I also know that he has gone around the community. He has said, I've been overcharging on the silver keys. That I've been trying, I've tried selling for GPA, but he wanted me to sell them to him at 50% plus cover shipping to the UK plus cover the fees and taxes to PayPal. I just call him on this post, and he has now blocked myself and a few other people. Jerome Smith is very active in the groups, and Akshay has been banned from Beware. Okay, got that already. All right, have that. Let's see, what is this? Let's see, another screenshot. Long story short, the buyer wanted two sets of Secret Wars and 5 copies of Thor 339. He couldn't afford the actual cost of the book and asked me to do the best I could for 775. I gave him a choice of comics 6 each except for 8, which was 5. He chose the ones. Okay, let's read this. Customs forms were filled out with the sales price and tariff code for the exemption. He was shocked to get a bill for 18 euros and changed tariff and the rest of £150 value added tax. He wanted me to pay for the custom fees since I put the actual sales price on the form. I told him to deny the tariff and have customs send him back. And I thought that he should pay for the shipping part of it. He paid for the custom and received the books. Hmm. So, like, you're seeing all sorts of things about this dude out there. See a few others, you know. So yeah, it's just received a DM from Akshay, the known scammer. My gut told me it was him. He'd come up with some alter ego, pretend to someone who works for this guy. This guy is no good. Like, what the hell? These are like the these are screenshots people are sending me. Like, look, in sports cards, I've seen cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, it's card porn. There's drug traffickers out there. Um, that Michael Rubin's hanging out with. Michael Rubin owns Fanatics and Tops, and it's just weird. There's market manipulation on the high end. Some shady people work for these auction houses. Like, this collectibles hobby is full of crooks, scammers, and people who want to take advantage of you. And if people are going to diversify in the comic books, they need to know the scammers out there. And it's the naive people they prey upon. And I didn't get a response from Silver Age Comics that I was convinced where he was telling the truth. Now, he could be, but I'm just seeing all of this come out. This, like I said, with card porn, you've seen so many things come out on card porn. And we should definitely keep our guard up. And yes, the issue has been resolved, but number one, I would send it to an auction house moving forward. Like, that's how I would do it. I don't do deals with people online because ever since COVID, everyone wants to take advantage of each other. Not all, but I just don't operate like that. I know some people do. So, anyways, let me know your thoughts about this. Any more scammers in the comic book industry, let me know. Maybe I'll cover it down the road. Anyways, talk to you later. Bye.